Welcome to That's the Word, wholesome tales for the whole family. I'm Father James Yamauchi. Today's story, that's gonna cost you. Mike. Mike groaned. What did his sister want now? Mike, my canary got out of its cage. Please help me catch it. Mike looked up and saw that the canary had indeed escaped and was perched up on the ceiling. Sighing, he stood up and exclaimed, "Women are always a nuisance." He elaborated further, which earned him a slap from his father. Mike shut his mouth, but glared at his sisters as he pushed past them. Now, where did that bird go? There it was. Mike took a towel, then climbed up to where the bird was perched. His father and sisters formed a small audience below. Mike got into position, which was a little less than graceful, and reached over to nab the bird with the towel. He caught the bird, but as he did so, a shower of cigars fell from his pocket, dropping on his father's head. His sisters burst out laughing. Mike turned red. He slowly climbed down with the bird and unceremoniously returned it to its owner. "Michael," said his father. Mike slowly turned to face him. "What were you doing with these cigars?" "Ah, yes," Mike stumbled. "That's a new sample of cigars I brought you to see whether you would like them." His father examined one of the cigars between his fingers. "Many thanks," he said, pocketing the contraband. Later that evening, when they were all gathered for dinner, Mike's father took out a cigar from his pocket. "Let me try the exquisite cigars my son has brought me." Mike quickly excused himself, as did his sisters. Once outside the dining room, Mike demanded that for saving his sister's canary, she needed to replace the cigars he lost, and they better be of the same quality. Mike could have quite the temper, but he regretted it later and bought his sister some sweets, accompanied by an apology. Knowing this about Mike, it is not surprising that the seminary formators were extremely skeptical when he pursued a vocation to the priesthood. However, once he knew that he was called to be a priest, Mike took on that vocation with the same vigor and spirit that he exercised throughout his life. Even when his country began persecuting Catholics, Mike did not waver, finishing his studies and returning as a priest to his home country, ministered to the people in secret. When he was arrested and sentenced to death, he only asked that he be granted a few minutes in prayer, then died with his arms outstretched in the form of a cross, shouting, "Viva Cristo Rey!" His daring disguises and escapes made him highly wanted by the authorities, the priest and martyr who began life as a mischievous boy named Blessed Miguel Pro. And for this week, that's the word.
For today's Afterword, we are going to be joining Claire Ellenson on her podcast Dead Friend Saints to have an extended conversation about Blessed Miguel Pro. We really enjoyed talking with Claire, and we're really excited for this. So, yeah, we're going to have a much longer conversation about the saint today than we usually get to do. So, thanks to Claire, and go check out her podcast, Dead Friend Saints. If you enjoy That's the Word, please share the word. You can find the story extras for this story, That's Gonna Cost You, at thunderrock.org, where you can see some more pictures of Miguel Pro and some pictures of his family, including his sisters. Thunderrock.org is also where you can find our social links and our email if you have any questions or story ideas.
Thanks for listening, and join us next Wednesday for another wholesome tale for the whole family.